We are on board the brand new Carnival Celebration Cruise Ship, and we cannot wait to show you our upgraded balcony cabin. So come on inside. Thanks so much for joining us. My name's Jared. Jordan is behind the camera, and we are JJ Cruise. We're gonna show you all the good, the bad, and the main differences between a balcony cabin and the inside cabin we stayed in the first half of this cruise. But before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free for you to do, but means the world to us. And while you're at it, hit that thumbs up. Now, as you know, we were in an inside cabin the first half of this cruise, but we were so happy and lucky to get upgraded to a balcony cabin. So now we're gonna show you the differences between our inside cabin to our balcony cabin and talk through all of that here soon. Let's get started. First and foremost, we have all of the control panels right by the door here. First and foremost is the temperature, so you can go as cold or as hot as you want. For max AC, you press that button right there. You do have to still have a card in here, just like the inside cabin, for any power to work. You have your main light switches here, but you do have one by the bed as well. Moving on into the storage place, and it is quite large. There are 4 closets here. We're gonna get into the first one here first. First to notice, there are hooks on the backs of the first and second closet. So if you wanna hang anything up in here, like a robe or some kind of, I don't know, towel or something, you can do that right here. What I wanna focus on though is the shelves. The shelving units are unique because you can actually make them come down as a shelf, or you can put them up so you can hang stuff and more stuff, have more stuff inside of that closet space. We really like that functionality of the shelf itself. Of course, you do have on the bottom some other great tools, which is a shoe rack. This shoe rack does pull out like a drawer. It's a really nice addition because we put all of our shoes there. On top of that, in the second storage space is the safe, as well as 2 what I would say is like a wire kind of rack. That's a drawer as well that you can pull out, but very easy to see. So socks, underwear, maybe some shorts or swim trunks, all that would go really well in there as well. The next 2 closet spaces here, the first thing I want to mention is the fact that the mirror is on here. Additional shelves, just like what we looked at before in here. One thing you'll notice though is in this last closet space is a ladder. That is because this is an occupancy level for 4 guests, and there is an actual bed that comes out of the ceiling. So if you're using it for 4 guests and want that bed out of the ceiling, the ladder would be used for that bunk bed. Moving into the bathroom space here, we have additional 3 hooks. So if you count the 2 from the closet space here into right next to the bathroom, that's 5 so far. Keeping count at home, I'm hoping. For the light, I really like this feature. Even when it's off, it's still in a nightlife feature. So at night, if you need to go up to use the restroom, you still have a little bit of light to where you're not gonna wake up anybody, and you can see to go to the restroom and come back. You're not gonna wake up yourself either. As we get into the actual bathroom itself, 2 additional hooks, so that's 7 if you're keeping track here. But let's go on inside the bathroom. There are 2 shelves with lips. So if you have anything that could get move around during the rough oceans, they will be protected from falling. There is a makeup or close shave mirror here that can be extended out to utilize for your needs. But what I want to focus on here is the really small space. It is very similar, and I believe the exact same size as the inside bathroom that we just came from. So if you are someone who is trying to make a decision between the balcony and the inside based on the bathroom alone, please do not choose this one because of the bathroom, because if it is any bigger, it's by inches. It's not much. In the actual shower here, you saw the door kind of open up in that nice fashion out towards you. So it does give you a little bit of space here. It doesn't come straight out at you because that would be really hard to get in here. But in the shower, there is a clothesline here at the top. So more hanging space for anyone that needs to hang some wet clothes, maybe a swimsuit or a towel, as well as another hook. So I believe we're up to 8 hooks and the clothesline here. Everything in here is adjustable and new, and the fact of you have the rainfall type of shower head that can also be removed, so you can get those spaces that need to be cleaned that are a little harder to reach. There is a caddy there for any of your bringing on conditioners or other kind of shower needs to hold them there. When it comes to the actual shower, you can change the pressure on the left or the temperature on the right. You have both shampoo and shower gel, but if you need conditioner or anything else, definitely bring those on board because you will not get those. And lastly, there is a footrest. This footrest is there for any shaving needs that you may have, and a handrail to make sure you hold tight during those rocky seas. Let's move into the main space here, and this is a main difference from the inside cabin. There is more space in the main living areas. First comes to the beds. Now our beds are separate right now. They're usually together. That's because we just moved in here. Our stateroom attendant's actually gonna go ahead and move these here a little bit later. You'll notice though that these shelving units that are the side tables, they do move. So this is the perfect format for having two beds separate, and a little bit later we'll see them on the outsides of the bed. When it comes to those tables, they're not our favorites. They aren't something that has drawers in them or has a lot of extra space. They really just can hold maybe a cell phone. Really even hard to have an iPad on there, to be honest with you here. We don't prefer them, but they will do for our sailing. When it comes to outlets though, that is a plus. There are two outlets, USB outlets, not traditional US or European outlets, and light right on top of those USB outlets as well. Those of course are used for ringing lamps, so you don't have to keep your partner up in the middle of the night. What you'll also notice by the bed is the actual controls for the lights. This is also great, so you don't have to get all the way up, go to the side, the beginning of the room to turn your lights on and off. You can just do it from bed. That was the same as the inside cabin as well. The TV is a really nice TV here. Nice large size here, so something that we really like about this cabin. And there is plenty of storage space under the bed for your suitcases, so don't have to worry about packing them in small spaces or in corners. They can all fit under the bed, which is fantastic. Let's go into the vanity space as well as the couch space. The vanity space to start here, you have this nice ring light. The turn it on and off switch is right here. We love the actual height of it. I'm 6 foot, Jordan's 6'3", and you can see yourself getting ready here, which is really nice. Not something that is always seen on every cabin. It was similar size in the inside cabin, so that was nice. When we come to the outlets, there are 4 USBs and 3 US outlets here. That is a really good amount of outlets. So we are really impressed with that and happy about that, especially when there's 2 USBs by the bed as well. When we come to the ottoman, this is something that we're not as big of fans of. The ottoman here does not have a back, of course, so if you want to sit up against the desk, you kind of can't do it for long because your back starts hurting. The good part of the ottoman is the top does come off and turns into a tray, so if you want to eat in bed or if you want to do some work in bed or on the couch, you can pull it out, take that top off, and use it as a tray as well. When it comes to the storage in the vanity, very similar to the inside cabin here. There is 3 drawers, one that is a shallow drawer for the top. We did fit some socks in there last time. And then there's some deeper drawers, 2 deeper drawers where the hairdryer is. And you can see this hairdryer does come with an attachment here. So, oh, popped right off. That is something that you can use to actually volumize your hair and smooth out your hair. And the last drawer down there as well. This is a cooler. It is not a refrigerator. So if you do have additional needs, let's say that you have some insulin or something that needs to keep cold, be sure you know that ahead of time so you can actually ask for some kind of fridge or some cold device that can keep it safe for you. Lastly, there are 2 shelves here and they do have small lips here, but definitely be careful. For example, we will not leave this up here just for show for this tour because when it gets rocky, it can definitely fall off and definitely cause some trauma. Room service menu is right over here by the phone, so that's really nice, just a QR code, and there is a QR directory here as well. Of course, you can find all this on the app as well. The phone has everything you need here, Carnival Celebration, your stateroom number, and anything else that you need for dialing assistance. When we come over to this bed, this is a couch and a bed. So it flips over into a 1-person bed, and above us is the actual bunk bed that can come down The latter being in the closet space here. The couch is nice. It is not something that you have in an inside cabin, so it's really nice, and it does have a back. So this is one of those solutions to the ottoman at the desk. Obviously, you still don't have the desk space, but it is definitely better than the inside cabin. Right next to the couch is also one more light, so if you are staying up late and you don't want to bother your partner in bed, that's a really good feature to have. Before we get into the balcony, I did need to say this curtain is beautiful and keeps it really light tight. There's just a little bit of light down at the bottom, but other than that, it is fantastic curtain, and it's a beautiful design, so we really like the curtain. Let's go on out to what everyone wants to see, the balcony. Looking out at this balcony, it is not the largest balcony ever, but before we even get into what's out here, I want to make sure you know you always keep the handle closed upright, so that way the air temperature inside the room is still going nice and cool or nice and hot, whatever you need it in there. When it comes to the balcony space here, the chairs, there's 2 chairs here with a table, a side table. The chairs are not lounge chairs though. They are in one position at all times. Actually kind of a good fit for the desk if you need a desk chair there. This is not a fully private balcony. This is pretty close to a suite, so you do have their balcony kind of jetting out here, but it's still a really nice balcony, really nice view. And so honestly, a good sized balcony, but not anything to write home about. It's not an extra large balcony by any means. So that is the entire balcony cabin. Let's talk about the good and bad and the differences between the inside cabin so you can make the right choice for you. First of all, let's talk about the good. The decor in here, we haven't even talked about how fresh and lively it is in here. Very similar to the inside cabin, and the fact that it's a really good choice, Carnival, on the decor, light, airy, really makes you feel like you're on a tropical vacation at all times, which is fantastic. The next thing, the curtain. The curtain is actually a really good curtain for a balcony cabin. Keeps it pretty much light tight. There's just a little bit of light at the bottom. Something that we absolutely love for those destinations, not getting waken up too early in the morning. The storage is the next thing. The storage is fantastic in this room and something that's a little different from the inside cabin. We absolutely love the closet space, the room under the bed, but in general, it's just a larger sized cabin. Another good thing for us is the outlets. Now, this is similar to the inside cabin. The outlets are fantastic. There's a lot of them, and they're close to the beds for the USBs, so something that we really like on Carnival Celebration. Now, when we get over to the bad, there are a few things, but the main one is the bathroom. The bathroom doesn't change size from the inside cabin to the balcony cabin. If it does, it's by a couple inches. It is the same small bathroom here in this cabin as it is in the inside cabin, which we were a little shocked about. I know that is similar on Mardi Gras, but that is one thing that we think could be improved in the future for sure. Now, what are the main differences? That is the key here. The main differences of this cabin to the inside cabin, there's 4 of them. There's the size, a lot larger size in here of the overall living space, not of the bathroom, but the living space. You have obviously a sea view, an ocean view balcony, which is obviously a nice feature to have. The storage is more than what was in the inside room, and it's really great. We can put all of our stuff in the storage and be out of sight, out of mind. And last is the seating. Obviously the ottoman is the same as the inside cabin, but the couch is a really nice addition, as well as the chair out on the balcony. That can actually be utilized as a chair with a back in the inside as well. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, I'm Jared, Jordan's behind the camera. We're JJ Cruise, and please hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up. And until next time, see ya.